Louisiana beer reviews. Pike Brewing Company's Kilt Lifter Scotch style ale from the Pike Brewing Company of Seattle, Washington. 6.5% alcohol. This beer has a 27 IBU, so it'll be moderately bitter, I guess. They use pale, crystal, Munich, caterpillars, and peated Scottish malts for the barley. The hops are Magnum and Goldings. Don't know when it was introduced. They don't say on the website. It gets a good score on Beer Advocate. The bros say it's okay. 81 out of 100 on Rate Beer, 51 out of 100 for the style, and a very fine score on the Beer and Me. That would be like a B+. So it's getting, it's getting pretty good scores. Not outstanding, but we're starting to get a lot of these Pike beers here, so figured I'd check it out. I bought it at Rouse's. It was, I think it was $4.99. So a lot of smoke here. Probably can't see it. The sun is obscured by pretty heavy cloud cover. Okay. Don't see a date anywhere. Let me be sure about that. No, I don't see any sort of date. Oh well. A big tragedy, I guess. Pretty thick cream colored head and a very hazy, really opaque, dank, like a light brown sort of like appearance, I guess you'd say. Don't see any. Yeah, I do see through that murkiness. I see some bubble streams. Yeah, that's how murky it is. All right, let's check out the aroma. Now the aroma is like sweet, bready, pungent, sort of like barley malt. Really a strong, like I've used this descriptor before, Roman meal bread. It's got caramel, toffee, the yeast. It's really a pretty characterful aroma. It's got a lot of character. It's distinctive. Even sort of maybe a brandy note, but it couldn't be the case. It's only 5.6% alcohol. I do see some little chunks, little tan chunks down at the bottom. Let's go with the flavor. Has sort of that brandy aspect in the flavor. Oh, I'm sorry, 6.5. I was thinking 5.6. I knew I needed to check that. That's a little higher ABV. It's still not really that high, though. So, pretty moderate. Sort of like sweet and sour sauce. Bread, stinging yeast, pretty good hop bitterness there, coming in the middle of the sip to the end. It's not like really hoppy, but it's bitter. It's there, which is good. It gives us some character and balances out that sweetness. It has a pretty thick mouthfeel. You can see how thick the beer looks in the mouthfeel. It's thick, a little velvety, a little bit, not too much, but a little bit, a little chewiness. The finish is semi-dry. It's sweet. It's I was kind of thirsty. It's fairly refreshing for a beer like this. You wouldn't think it would be. It's not like Coors Light refreshing, but it is, and there's some decent lacing. It certainly has more flavor than Coors Light, more boldness, more a little more punch. it will have that in the alcohol, and it just has that in the flavor. So it's a bold, bitter, but not overly harsh flavor. I think it is very good, and I'm going to even go up to excellent. I'm going to give it an A-. I think it is excellent to a lower, at the lower end, but it is excellent, and I think they scored it a little low here. I'm going to have to read there is so much sediment caked down there. That looks like mud. So I can imagine that this is going to get even heavier bodied when I pour in this bottom bit later on. So I'm not going to say there's going to be complaints on the written reviews, because it is getting good, good scores. It's not extraordinary scores, but I think somebody recommended this, and I'm glad they did. I think it's really fine. It's really nice. So A-. Laissez le bon temps roulé. This is an excellent beer, and I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to New Orleans.